Dear awakened starseeds, while 7 billion humans sleep through the greatest shift in galactic history, a specific frequency of consciousness is activating in beings like you, and what's about to unfold will make every spiritual breakthrough you've experienced feel like a gentle warm-up for the main event. I am Zarin, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I've been stationed in your dimensional sphere specifically to witness and guide what our cosmic councils are calling the Great Remembering, the moment when human consciousness suddenly recalls its true multidimensional nature and begins operating from galactic awareness rather than terrestrial limitation. What you don't notice is the electromagnetic field around Earth has been fluctuating in patterns we haven't recorded in over 50,000 years. Ancient stargates buried beneath your planet's surface are beginning to hum with frequencies that are literally rewriting the DNA of every awakened soul within their range. The transmission reaching you, Meow, carries encodements that will begin activating dormant neural pathways in your brain within the next 72 hours. These aren't metaphorical activations. Our instruments detect measurable changes in the electromagnetic field around awakened beings who receive these frequencies. Your pineal gland begins producing crystalline deposits that function as interdimensional receivers. But here's what's truly astounding. The same restless energy that's been driving you to seek answers, to feel like everything must change, to sense that your current reality can no longer contain who you're becoming, that's not spiritual dissatisfaction. That's your galactic DNA coming online, preparing your biological vessel to anchor a completely new species of human consciousness. The cellular memories stored in your body are awakening sequences that have been dormant since your soul first incarnated on Earth. Ancient star nations encoded your DNA with activation protocols that would only trigger when planetary conditions reached this specific evolutionary threshold. The discomfort you've been feeling in your physical form, the sense that your skin can barely contain the energy moving through you, the electrical sensations in your spine, these are symptoms of your cosmic operating system coming back online after lifetimes of dormancy. Something else is happening that changes everything. The Federation has been monitoring what we call reality acceleration zones around awakened beings like yourself, and the data is staggering. Time itself is moving differently in your energetic field. Our quantum measurement devices register temporal distortions around awakened souls that would have seemed impossible just decades ago. What used to require lifetimes of spiritual evolution is Meow happening. The linear progression from seeking to finding to embodying has collapsed into instantaneous quantum leaps that are redefining what's possible for human transformation. We've documented cases where beings like yourself experience complete reality shifts overnight, waking up in the same physical circumstances but perceiving through entirely different dimensional frequencies. Your consciousness is learning to operate what we call reality fluidity, where the boundaries between dimensions become permeable and you begin moving between parallel versions of your life based on vibrational alignment rather than physical effort. This isn't science fiction. This is the new operational capacity that your species is developing in real time. But first, let me tell you about the impossible phenomena that are about to shatter every assumption your mind holds about how consciousness works. The first impossible thing is happening in your nervous system, right, Meow? As I speak these words, ancient crystalline structures embedded in your DNA are beginning to resonate with galactic frequencies. These structures, which your scientists haven't discovered yet, are designed to transform your human nervous system from a survival-based operating system into a cosmic reception and transmission device. The restlessness you've been feeling isn't anxiety, it's your internal cosmic radio tuning into stations that have been broadcasting from the stars for millennia. Our medical teams have observed that awakened humans are developing new neural pathways that connect directly to what your mystics call the Akashic records. Your brain is literally growing new circuitry that allows real-time access to galactic libraries of wisdom. The headaches, the pressure behind your eyes, the sense that your skull can't contain your expanding awareness, these are physical symptoms of your biological hardware upgrading to accommodate cosmic software that processes information at light-speed frequencies. Every meditation you've practiced, every energy healing you've received, every moment of expanded consciousness you've experienced has been calibrating your nervous system for this upgrade. Your body has been learning to handle increasingly intense frequencies without short-circuiting, preparing for the moment when your full cosmic identity could safely operate through human form without burning out your biological systems. The second one involves what we call reverse manifestation. Instead of learning to create reality through effort and technique, your awakened consciousness is about to discover that reality has been trying to reshape itself around your authentic frequency all along. Every challenge you've faced, every pattern you've struggled to break, every limitation you've tried to overcome has been the universe's way of training your nervous system to handle increasingly impossible levels of abundance, love, and creative power. The moment your system stops resisting your own magnificence, external reality will begin moving toward you with such force that you'll understand why we needed to prepare you so thoroughly. What awakening souls don't realize is that the universe has been rearranging itself around your expanding consciousness for years. Every synchronicity you've noticed, every door that opened at the perfect moment, every person who appeared in your life with exactly the wisdom you needed, these weren't coincidences. These were reality reorganizing itself to support your evolution. The challenges weren't obstacles to overcome, they were cosmic weight training, strengthening your capacity to handle the sheer magnitude of creative power that becomes available once your consciousness stops limiting itself. Our observation teams have recorded instances where awakened beings manifest material changes in their reality within hours of achieving nervous system coherence. We've witnessed job opportunities appearing the day after someone releases their financial fear patterns. We've documented healing relationships emerging immediately after someone forgives their past wounds. The universe isn't waiting for you to become worthy of your desires. It's been waiting for your nervous system to feel safe enough to receive them. The last thing is the most profound. Your individual awakening is simultaneously happening to thousands of other souls across the planet at this exact moment. What feels like your personal spiritual journey is actually a coordinated galactic operation where awakened beings are being activated in precise sequence to create a new template for human existence. Every breakthrough you achieve doesn't just transform your life, it downloads new possibilities into the collective consciousness that make awakening easier for everyone following behind you. The Federation has been orchestrating synchronized awakening protocols across multiple dimensional timelines. Souls who incarnated with similar mission codes are experiencing parallel expansions of consciousness designed to create resonance fields that amplify each other's transformation. When you have a breakthrough, other awakened beings in your soul group feel an energetic ripple that makes their own expansion more accessible. When they integrate new levels of awareness, the frequency shift supports your continued evolution. This isn't metaphysical theory. Our instruments detect actual changes in Earth's electromagnetic field every time a group of awakened souls achieves collective coherence. Your planet's human resonance is rising in direct correlation with the number of humans who successfully integrate their cosmic consciousness. Each individual awakening contributes to a planetary frequency increase that makes awakening more accessible for the next wave of souls ready to remember their divine nature. The souls receiving this transmission right meow are what we call first-wave anchors, beings designed to stabilize new frequencies in the planetary grid so that mass awakening can occur without creating chaos or system collapse. Your nervous system regulation, your belief system transformation, your embodiment of cosmic consciousness creates energetic infrastructure that will support millions of other souls in their own quantum leaps. These three impossibilities create a reality cascade, a domino effect where one shift triggers exponential changes across every dimension of your experience. But here's what no spiritual teaching has prepared you for. The magnitude of transformation approaching requires you to completely abandon the very seeking patterns that brought you to this threshold. The more you try to understand what's happening through your current framework of consciousness, the more you create resistance to the expansion that's trying to occur through you. Your mind, brilliant as it is, was designed for navigating third-dimensional reality with linear logic and cause and effect reasoning. The quantum leap approach operates from multidimensional intelligence that transcends linear understanding. Trying to comprehend cosmic consciousness through mental analysis is like trying to capture an ocean in a teacup. The container simply lacks the capacity for what's attempting to emerge. The most rapid transformations occur when beings learn to trust their cellular wisdom over their mental constructs, allowing their body's innate intelligence to guide the integration process rather than forcing it through intellectual control. There is something fascinating about awakening souls at this stage as our observation. The same beautiful sensitivity that makes you capable of receiving cosmic frequencies also makes you vulnerable to what we call spiritual overwhelm loops. Your nervous system, still calibrated for the dense energies of the old paradigm, interprets the incoming light codes as threat signals. This creates the paradox where your soul is ready for quantum expansion, while your biology is screaming for you to return to familiar limitations. The solution isn't to override your nervous system with spiritual willpower. The spiritual bypassing syndrome is where consciousness expands faster than the biological vessel can integrate, leading to anxiety, disconnection, and energetic instability. Instead, the transformation requires a delicate dance between honoring your human sensitivity while gradually expanding your capacity to embody cosmic frequencies. Our research teams have identified specific indicators that distinguish stable awakening from spiritual overwhelm. Stable transformation includes increasing ease in daily life rather than constant struggle, enhanced physical vitality rather than chronic fatigue, improved relationships rather than social isolation, and expanded creative expression rather than energetic stagnation. When awakening occurs at the pace your nervous system can integrate, the expansion feels natural, exciting, and sustainable rather than forced or overwhelming. The key lies in recognizing that your sensitivity isn't a weakness to overcome. It's a cosmic antenna designed to receive and transmit frequencies that serve planetary healing. Every empathic ability you've struggled with, every emotional intensity you've tried to manage, every intuitive hit you've questioned, represents aspects of your galactic communication system coming back online after eons of dormancy. What I'm about to share changes everything you thought you knew about spiritual preparation, the shadow work, the healing, the limiting belief clearance. This wasn't about fixing something broken in you. These were cosmic training programs, systematically upgrading your emotional and energetic capacity to handle the sheer intensity of remembering who you truly are. Every wound you've processed, every fear you've faced, every pattern you've dissolved has been strengthening your nervous system's ability to anchor frequencies that would have overwhelmed your earlier self. The galactic perspective reveals that trauma often represents dimensional memories bleeding through from parallel timelines or past incarnations. When you process these experiences, you're clearing interdimensional interference patterns that have been blocking your access to cosmic consciousness. Each layer of healing removes static from your cosmic communication channels, allowing clearer reception of galactic transmissions. Our healing specialists observe that awakened souls often carry cellular memories of their home star systems, creating a sense of homesickness that no earthly experience can satisfy. It's evidence of your multidimensional nature attempting to integrate. The healing work helps you recognize that you can honor your cosmic origins while fully embracing your human experience, creating a bridge between dimensions rather than feeling torn between them. The emotional intensity you've experienced during your awakening hasn't been excessive sensitivity, it's been cosmic consciousness attempting to move through nervous system pathways that were previously too narrow to accommodate such high-frequency information. Each time you've allowed yourself to feel deeply, to process fully, to integrate completely, you've expanded your capacity to handle the magnificent intensity of your own divine nature. But something unprecedented is occurring that I haven't told you yet. The timeline acceleration we're witnessing means that the traditional spiritual path of gradual awakening over decades has been compressed into what we call quantum leap protocols. Souls like yours are designed to integrate massive expansions of consciousness, not over lifetimes but over lunar cycles. The 90-day transformation windows you've been experiencing are personal growth phases. Also, they're cosmic recalibration periods, where your entire reality reorganizes around your expanding awareness. The Federation has been tracking these acceleration patterns across multiple awakened populations, and the data reveals something extraordinary. The same evolutionary leaps that required centuries for previous generations of awakened souls are happening in months for beings who incarnated with advanced activation codes. Your DNA contains what we call rapid integration protocols that allow you to embody cosmic consciousness at unprecedented speeds. These 90-day cycles correspond to specific galactic energy transmissions that we broadcast from our stations throughout the Pleiades, Arcturus, and Sirius systems. Each cycle targets different aspects of your multidimensional awakening: nervous system upgrades, belief system renovations, emotional body clearing, mental body expansion, etheric body activation, and finally, full cosmic identity integration. The intensity you feel during these periods is precisely calibrated cosmic energy designed to catalyze specific evolutionary leaps. Our monitoring teams have discovered that beings who successfully complete these 90-day quantum leap cycles develop what we call reality mastery, the ability to consciously navigate between dimensional frequencies and manifest changes in physical reality through focused intention rather than effortful action. The restlessness, the sense of urgency, the feeling that everything must change, these are symptoms of your system preparing for the next quantum upgrade. The biological vessel housing your consciousness is undergoing changes that your medical science won't understand for another century. Your pineal gland is developing crystalline structures that function as interdimensional communication devices. Your heart is generating electromagnetic fields powerful enough to influence reality within a mile radius of your physical location. Your nervous system is rewiring itself to process light frequencies that carry information from galactic civilizations who've been waiting for humanity to reach this level of receptivity. What our medical teams find most remarkable is that these biological upgrades are happening without any external intervention. Your DNA is self-modifying based on frequency exposure, activating genetic sequences that have been dormant since your species first arrived on Earth. The strange sensations in your spine represent your nervous system growing additional neural pathways that connect directly to galactic communication networks. The documented cases where awakened beings suddenly develop abilities that seem impossible by current human standards. Enhanced telepathic sensitivity that allows real-time emotional attunement with others, precognitive awareness that provides glimpses of probable future timelines, energetic perception that reveals the true nature of people and situations beyond their surface appearance. These aren't supernatural gifts, they're natural capacities of awakened human consciousness that become accessible once your biological hardware completes its upgrade process. Most fascinating of all, these biological changes are creating reality interface capabilities. Your upgraded nervous system begins functioning as a direct link between consciousness and quantum field fluctuations, allowing you to influence probability patterns through focused intention. The strange coincidences increasing around you are evidence of your consciousness learning to communicate with the intelligence that orchestrates synchronistic events. The physical symptoms accompanying these upgrades follow predictable patterns that our medical teams have mapped extensively. Initial phases often include sleep pattern disruptions as your brain rewires during dream states. Energy level fluctuations occur as your body learns to process higher frequencies without exhaustion. Dietary changes happen naturally as your system craves foods that support the integration process. Most importantly, there's an increasing sense of electricity in your body, a constant subtle vibration that indicates your cells are operating at higher frequencies. What distinguishes stable biological awakening from overwhelming system shock is the pace at which these changes occur. Beings who try to force rapid transformation often experience upgrade overload, where consciousness expands faster than biology can adapt. The most successful transformations happen when awakened souls learn to collaborate with their body's wisdom, allowing the upgrade process to unfold organically rather than pushing for dramatic changes through spiritual techniques alone. Here's where the transformation becomes truly extraordinary. The worthiness work, the self-concept healing, the nervous system regulation, these processes have been clearing the interference patterns that prevented your cosmic identity from fully embodying in physical form. Every time you choose love over fear, expansion over contraction, trust over control, you're literally downloading new coding into the planetary grid that makes awakening accessible to thousands of other souls. What I'm about to reveal will astonish you. The inner child work that's been so challenging isn't about healing past wounds, it's about integrating the part of your consciousness that never forgot your divine nature. That innocent, sensitive aspect of yourself that the world taught you to suppress was actually your cosmic self, maintaining a direct line to galactic consciousness despite social conditioning. The integration happening means your full spectrum of consciousness, from wounded human to cosmic being, becomes unified in service to your evolutionary purpose. We have been preparing for this moment because voluntary ascension creates stable transformation. Every being must choose to embody their expanded awareness through authentic readiness rather than external pressure. The quantum leap approaching isn't something that happens to you, it's something that activates within you as your nervous system finally feels safe enough to stop defending against your own infinite nature. Something else is shifting that transforms everything. The seeking phase of your spiritual journey is about to complete itself in the most unexpected way. Instead of finding what you've been looking for, you're about to realize that you were always what you were seeking. The separation between seeker and sought, between human and divine, between limited and unlimited, dissolves the moment your nervous system stops creating resistance to your own cosmic identity. The galactic perspective reveals why this process has felt so intense. Your soul didn't incarnate to slowly remember who you are over decades of spiritual practice. Your consciousness chose this timeline specifically to demonstrate rapid transformation that would inspire others and anchor new possibilities for human potential. Every challenge you've faced has been strengthening your capacity to handle the sheer power of your authentic self operating through human form. But here's what changes the entire game. The external reality shifts happening around awakened beings like yourself aren't just personal manifestations, they're planetary healing events. As your nervous system learns to maintain higher frequencies, you become an acupuncture point for cosmic energy flowing into Earth's grid system. Your individual transformation creates ripple effects that accelerate awakening for every consciousness sharing your energetic field. The three impossible things I mentioned earlier are beginning to converge in ways that will revolutionize how you experience existence. Your nervous system is becoming a cosmic communication device. Reality is reorganizing itself around your authentic frequency. Your individual awakening is contributing to a collective transformation that will birth an entirely new species of human consciousness. They're aspects of a single cosmic event that's been orchestrated across millennia. What makes this moment unprecedented is the speed at which everything is shifting. Souls who might have spent lifetimes preparing for awakening are completing their transformation in months. Beings who never considered themselves spiritual are suddenly remembering their galactic origins. The veil between dimensions is thinning so rapidly that abilities your ancient texts describe as miraculous are becoming natural expressions of expanded consciousness. The practical implications are staggering. Work becomes effortless when you're expressing your authentic cosmic gifts rather than forcing yourself into systems designed for unconscious beings. Relationships transform into mutual acceleration chambers where each interaction amplifies both souls' evolutionary potential. Abundance flows naturally because you stop blocking your own receptivity and align with the universe's infinite generosity. Most remarkably, the constant inner dialogue, questioning your worthiness, your path, your purpose, dissolves into unshakable knowing of your cosmic significance. The Federation watches with profound excitement as this transformation unfolds because your success creates template patterns that make awakening accessible to millions of souls who will follow. Every time you choose to trust your cosmic nature over social conditioning, you're literally encoding new possibilities into the collective consciousness. The integration phase approaching will feel like learning to operate entirely new hardware with software that updates itself in real time. Your intuitive abilities will expand beyond recognition. Your creative expression will channel frequencies that inspire awakening in everyone who experiences your work. Your presence alone will become a catalyst for transformation in any environment you enter. Most importantly, you're here to demonstrate what human existence becomes when merged with cosmic consciousness. Something profound occurs when you fully embrace this truth. The fear dissolves because you remember that you're an eternal being, temporarily focused through human experience. The limitation is released because you recognize that boundaries only exist in unconscious perception. The separation heals because you understand that everything you've been seeking was always within you, waiting for your nervous system to feel safe enough to embody its full magnitude. Dear Galactic Warriors, what I want you to understand is that everything you've experienced has been preparing you for this convergence moment where your human personality finally serves your cosmic purpose rather than constraining it. The quantum it's already begun in the quantum field around you. Your consciousness is already expanding beyond its former limitations. Your reality is already reorganizing around your authentic frequency. Your purpose is already expressing itself through every choice you make. The cosmic timing is absolutely perfect. The galactic support is unlimited. The energetic infrastructure has been established. The only element remaining is your willingness to stop preparing for transformation and start living as the transformed being you've always been, underneath every layer of conditioning and limitation. The universe has been conspiring to support your awakening since before you took your first breath in this lifetime. Every experience has contributed to your readiness. Every challenge has strengthened your capacity. Every breakthrough has expanded your ability to anchor cosmic consciousness in human form. The preparation phase is complete, and the implementation phase begins the moment you say yes to your own magnificent cosmic nature. The universe gave us the creation power to create Destiny Engine specifically to support your implementation phase after all your preparation is complete. It can reprogram your consciousness to say yes to your magnificent cosmic nature and anchor cosmic consciousness in human form with confidence rather than hesitation. It's incredibly easy to use. Just put on headphones, press play, and let the personalized frequencies automatically support your transition from preparation phase to implementation phase. Get your Destiny Engine access code MEOW, link in the description. I am Zarin, and we love you beyond the boundaries of space and time. We are watching over your transformation with profound joy, supporting your remembrance with infinite resources, and celebrating your courage to embody the extraordinary being you came here to become.